What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Nick, and if you're looking to get fit at home, eat the foods you love, and still get the results you want, then you are in the right place. Today, I'm gonna do a quick walkthrough of my 5 kitchen gadgets that are essential to meal prep, fat loss, muscle gain, all the little tools I use that maximize my meal planning, my cooking, my storing of the food to make it as easy and as simple as possible. Let's jump in to number 1. Coming in at the top of the list when it comes to kitchen gadgets and reaching your fitness goals is, you guessed it, a food scale. An absolute must-have in the kitchen. Something simple like this. This is the Kitchen Guru's food scale. Nothing fancy there when it comes to scales. You could probably grab one for 20 bucks on Amazon or at your local Bed Bath & Beyond. It does grams, ounces, milliliters, simple stuff. This is a must-have in order to control your portion size. That comes into play anytime you're trying to manage your total calorie intake, whether it's to gain muscle mass and make sure you're eating the proper amounts of protein, vegetables, carbs, meats, fats. Without the food scale, you're essentially just guessing at the quantities that you're eating. I see people go wrong all the time that they think that they're eating healthy foods, and they very well may be, but you can also overeat or undereat unhealthy food. So depending on your goal, this will really help you dial in on exactly how much you're consuming and if you need to make any changes if you're not progressing towards your goal. So go ahead and pick one up as quick as you can. I'm gonna put this before anything else that comes on this list later on. This is priority number 1. If this is all you get out of this video, buy a freaking food scale. On to number 2. This is a new kitchen gadget for me recently as of the last few months, but I've become absolutely obsessed. It's nothing really new to the cooking world, but for me, the name always kind of threw it off a little bit. This item is an air fryer. So this Ninja right here, this is my baby. I probably use this 2 to 3 times per day on average. I think the name air fryer is a little bit of a misleading name, maybe to trick people into being able to eat fried foods. It's basically a miniature, fast cooking, crisping oven, essentially. I don't really cook traditional fried foods in it. I do everything from chicken breast, pork, shrimp, fish. Cooks fast. You don't need to worry about preheating the oven. It's simple cleanup. You just pull the tray out, you can throw it in the dishwasher. It's non-stick, you can wash it off quickly. It cooks things way better than an oven does. Not only faster, but also a little bit more juicy, crispy on the outside. Like a chicken breast in this thing is, phenomenal. Compared to a oven-baked dry chicken breast, I'm going 10 out of 10 times to this air fryer. I think this one I got on sale at Walmart. It's like a Ninja 5-quart air fryer. It was like 80 bucks. Absolute best investment you could possibly make if you don't have a lot of time to cook. Actually, forget that. It's the best investment you can make if you're just meal prepping at home. I would say the only downside is that you can't do massive quantities in it. So if you're looking to meal prep for the entire week, this may not be your bet, or you could break it up into smaller little increments. But for me, I meal prep a day or two's worth of protein in there, real quick stir-fried veggies, easy stuff like that that I don't really need a lot of in advance, and it is perfect. Highly recommend as number 2 on the list. Third on my list is my carb preparer, essentially. That's what I call it. It is a pressure cooker, and I'm sure this is one of another items that's gotten kind of hot over the last year or two. I have a little bit of an old school one. I got the Kuhn Rikon. It comes in 2 sizes, so we get a big pot size and we get a little size, and the lid is interchangeable between the two different size pots. I'm sure you've heard of something like an Instapot before. That's the more common one. You actually may be able to find an air fryer and a pressure cooker all in one combo. I have separate ones, but this is my favorite bulk cooker of carbohydrates. So I cook all my carbohydrates in here, like white rice, brown rice, lentils, beans, anything that I'm looking to kind of bulk prepare, I'll throw in the pressure cooker. It is a little bit more hands-off and easier than boiling it, and does it faster. With that, in combination with my air fryer, that's my kind of 1-2 combo for cooking my proteins mostly in the air fryer and vegetables, and cooking my carbohydrate sources for easy meal prep throughout the week. the simpler we can make it, the easier we can make it. Coming in at number 4 is something a little less obvious than the last 3, but I'm a little shocked I don't see more people use. If you are looking to lose weight, most of the time you have to have a pretty high protein diet, which, unless you're a vegetarian or vegan, involves the cooking of a lot of different meats. Now, we want those meats to taste good, don't we? The number one way you can make your meat taste like crap is overcooking it or undercooking it and getting sick. Although a quick way to weight loss, throwing up a bunch, but not the way we want to get there. So, coming in at number 4 is a meat thermometer. This is a Thermopen meat thermometer. Pops out, stick it in your meat when you think it's done, get your meat to the required temperature, take it out. Super simple tool. This one's like $100 because I'm a little crazy. You can easily get ones for 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks on Amazon that work just as well. I'm a little crazy with food safety, so I go for a little higher end, and I use it so often that it's a worthwhile tool that I bought and I'll have for years. If you are looking to cook your proteins properly and you don't want to guess by pushing your thumb into them or looking to see if they're done by cutting them open and letting all the juices out before you've let that meat rest, absolutely, I'd recommend getting a meat thermometer. If you're newer to cooking, number 1, it'll reassure you that you're properly cooked the food. And number 2, even if you're not new at cooking, professional chefs use these things. Let's leave our egos out of the kitchen. I know way too many people who are like, oh, I know when the meat's done. I've been cooking for years, but why guess? On to number 5. We've air fried, pressure cooked our food to the perfect temperature with all of our past gadgets, and now we need somewhere to store the food. This is nothing fancy at all. These are super cheap. You can get them on Amazon, a whole set of them for like 20 bucks, and when they get kind of nasty and stained like most Tupperware containers do, you can toss them out and get a whole new set. And these are Chinese food style containers. Comes in 3 different sizes: small, large, medium, to fit any kind of meal prep you got going on. As you can see, earlier in the week I pressure cooked some rice. Got it stored up in a couple of these in the fridge, ready to go. These smaller ones are perfect for some leftover protein after dinner. And these smaller ones can store sauces or little bits of meat. I got some ground beef made up in there from earlier in the week that I had left over from dinner. These are the perfect solution. They stack easily in the cabinet, so they all stack to the same size. And they all use interchangeable lids, so you're not fumbling through a whole cabinet full of lids trying to figure out which one fits which. I've tried them all. I've tried every Tupperware, clip tops, glass. All those are nice, and I do have a couple of glass and nice plastic containers that I'll store something in that's like red sauce and I don't want to stain. But for the majority of my meal prep, I'm using these Chinese food containers that are simple, easy to store, and cheap, that I can easily toss away if they get nasty or ruined and I don't feel like I'm throwing out the bank. Thank you guys for joining me in my kitchen today and letting me walk you through my 5 essential kitchen gadgets for an easier meal prep. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want more videos just like this, as well as tasty recipes and sweet workouts, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it, guys. I'll see you in the next one.